This is, and to be completely honest about it, this is probably the worst and best bender I've been on in my life. The last 24 hours have been incredible.
You have not gone to sleep in 24 hours.
I woke up at 3:30 yesterday afternoon, and no, I have not been to sleep.
So 3:30 yesterday afternoon. So you've been awake for 27 hours.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You're listening to Backyard Hang with Ryan Patrick and Tim Burkowski.
Coming at you, pre-recorded from a secret location.
Wait, you pre-recorded this?
Yeah, I did. No, I mean
Why am I
here. We're pre-recording this right now for people to listen to.
Obviously,
That's what I'm saying.
yes.
It's not live. Like people can't call in. Dude,
Well, that would be weird if they did.
how cool is it that we're like cracking beers,
Cracking
bro?
beers. It's PBR time all the time.
What does PBR stand for?
Probably, I don't know, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Probably.
I was trying to come up with something clever, but it just didn't come.
Well, a lot of people think it's Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Is it not?
Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's actually probably butt rape.
Oh,
That's
I
what-
knew it.
Or probably.
That's why I only drink it once a month. Because I'm desperate for that.
Are you? You would
Oh
do.
my
Well,
God,
I think
yeah.
you'd do well in prison, actually.
Oh my God! No, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I have the body of a 16-year-old girl, so obviously I would do. I would be the belle of the ball.
You would be, dude. You would have a grand old time. You would be. How long before you're somebody's bitch?
Exactly 3 years, because I would make everybody my bitch, and I'd be like, all right, I'm tired of this. I'll just be yours.
Wow.
Do you think that's true? Do you think I could accomplish that?
No, I think some giant dude would
Oh my God!
fucking.
It'd be 35
he-
seconds.
Yeah, it would literally be 35 seconds. You would walk into the jail, and they would just see you in the common area, and then like 3 dudes would immediately start fighting each other to decide who gets to fuck you first.
Well, you know what? That's more than any group of 3 women have ever done for me in my entire
So,
life.
but I mean,
So at least they care.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, belle of the ball.
Yeah. I mean, you got.
I would put up a strong fight.
Would you?
I don't know. I think I'm capable of a strong fight, but I don't know that it would actually happen.
You know what it comes down to is as long as you fight, even if you don't win, you got to show that like, hey, I'm defending
Like,
myself.
I'm tough.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Even if
not.
I don't win.
Like
Yeah.
I'll like slap a guy in the face and he'll just destroy me. But
Yeah.
at least I slapped him.
But
Like, I
it-
got one good hit in.
It's like if you're out and about and like some dude like starts talking shit in front of you about your chick, you have to punch him in the face. Even if he's like twice as big as you, you literally have to fight because you look like the biggest fucking pussy in front of your girlfriend if you don't defend her honor. If he's talking shit like fuck your fucking bitch, like fucking blah blah blah, you literally, I don't care how big he is, you have to fight him.
There is absolutely no chance that's happening in my world. At all.
You have
Like,
to think.
if my girlfriend goes and starts a fight with a huge frickin' dude, I'm like, look, I don't know you anymore. Like, I'm walking away. I'm an excellent scurrier-awayer. I'm not a fighter.
You have to, dude.
Well,
You-
oh, fine. I'll punch him and then I'll run.
because
and
then
let
she's
her,
gonna go
yeah.
home with him.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. You know, I know. A glutton for
You know?
punishment, my
I think-
imaginary
and
girlfriend
again,
is.
you would
Yeah.
do well in prison.
Oh my God, yeah. I think that I would be
Prince-
more like the roll over and just be like, do what you will. I'm going to die anyway.
Just tell me that you love me at the end of it.
You don't even have to do that. You just have to tell me, I'm doing this. I'm like, okay,
Okay.
I'm done.
All right.
I'm a roller over.
Yeah. Can you just cuddle me afterwards, please?
Oh my God, if they cuddle me, then he's the bitch,
Oh yeah.
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
win
Yeah.
because I got comfort and a guy that loves me,
Yeah.
which is
Are
what
you-
I've always wanted, obviously, by default.
Are you a cuddler?
Oh, big time.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time cuddler. Even when like I've dated women that are not, I'm like, yeah, you're gonna do this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
No,
it's
I tell him, I'm
happening,
like,
yeah.
look, if you're gonna be with me, like, we have to.
This is the deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting arm over you. You're gonna
100%.
like it, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna roll over, and you can have your space.
So and so that's a very important that I think that you got to communicate with your partner is that there's the cuddle and then the rollover.
and then the rollover. Yeah.
You don't just cuddle sleep because cuddle
Like-
sleep sucks.
No, that super
Yeah.
sucks. I just need a little bit of comfort for a very little
I
amount
need
of time.
10, 15 minutes.
And then it's
Yeah.
like, all right, get off of me. And that's what she was saying for those 15 minutes. Like, just get off of me.
So and also I like to do like arm under the neck, like reach around to the stomach or the boob, and then the other arm over as well, like a full cradled.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I
of
mean?
course.
And then they're resting their neck on a pillow, and then my arm is kind of like underneath. You know what I mean?
But you know, that sounds so romantic and all that, but do you know what it ends up really being? Like, you get all that, you get your arm under, you get over, and then it's just like you being like, mouth open breathing because you don't want to breathe on her neck. You
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
like
yeah,
breathe
yeah.
on her face. It's like, all right, this is super comfortable. I gotta go to sleep now.
But it's only comfortable for like 10 minutes, and then you gotta like
That's it.
You have an itch. You gotta scratch. She's got an itch. She's got. You know what I mean?
Now,
like,
there is a dangerous move that she would pull if you are cuddling like that and she rolls over, you're done for. She's sleeping on your chest and you're done for the rest of the
Oh,
night.
yeah.
You got arm is asleep. You're
Yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
just like, all right, now I'm just flayed out. Like, you're
Yeah.
there. You love it, but you also want to get some sleep.
But so I have no problem like pushing over a chick and just being like, "Hey, psh, 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 like time to go to sleep. Let's go." Also, you know what my new thing is too?
Ooh,
Is
let's hear it.
yeah. This is bedroom talk.
Brand new.
Brand new bedroom talk with Ryan and Tim. Where we share our deepest, sexiest secrets in the bedroom.
And if these are the sexiest thing that we got going on, we are missing out on a lot of things.
Welcome to Cuddle Talk. So you know what my new thing is?
So what's the new move? What's the
well,
deal?
no, it's not even a move.
It's not even a move.
My new thing is 2 separate blankets. You don't share a blanket anymore.
I don't understand what that means.
So-
like,
so
half of the bed
normally-
has a blanket and the
No,
other
no,
half
no, no,
has
no.
it. Or
So
you
normally,
sleep.
when you sleep with somebody, you're sharing a blanket. My new thing
Yes.
is she gets her blanket, I get my blanket, and we're
But there are 2 separate.
There's
It's not like
2
it's not like
blankets.
you're sleeping under the quilt and
no,
she's
no,
under
no,
the
no,
sheet.
no.
Like,
She
you're not
literally.
like-
So she's on that half with her blanket. I'm on this half with my blanket.
I
And
think that's brilliant.
Dude, it's great because there's no struggle throughout the night of pulling your blanket over. Like it's fucking.
You're an
perfect.
innovator.
I am. You know, I'm.
I
Fucking,
cannot believe that
I-
nobody like. Why is this not like a Seinfeld episode? Like,
This is-
why was that not a thing? in
look,
Seinfeld?
I'm the
Like,
Elon Musk of
the-
cuddling. The Elon Musk of cuddling.
Oh,
Okay.
awkward South African that's really smart and a billionaire.
Yeah, that's me.
Good.
But cuddle.
I
cuddle
didn't
version.
know that about you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There is nothing in this world that I love more than cuddling with a woman, but like that 2 blanket thing, I never ever in a
it's so
million
perfect.
years
It's
would have
so
thought about
perfect. Because you don't have the struggle throughout the night.
that. I know.
You know, and that
that's such a-
struggle is real, my friend.
And that is a point of contention in every relationship. Like, have you ever gone to like a barbecue with your friends or girlfriends, like that they live with? Like, he just won't give me the blanket, or she just
Yeah,
takes the blanket.
exactly.
I'm like,
yeah.
well, 2 blankets.
2 blankets.
2 blankets.
I'm a 2 blanket guy.
It's
I'm a 2
that
blanket guy.
simple.
That's simple.
I know.
I feel like I just solved a big problem.
I know. You just Sherlock Holmes the fuck out of the blanket issue.
I feel like I might have saved several relationships right
I
now.
know. Well, hopefully people hear this and please get 2 blankets. Please get
yeah,
2 blankets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag
You'll
two-
never go to bed angry if you have 2
No,
blankets.
never. Yeah.
Never.
Hashtag 2 blankets.
Oh, you went hashtag. Yeah. Hashtag 2 blankets for sure.
Yeah. So update from last week. I was
Oof.
3 weeks in from straight drinking, like no breaks. Now I'm a solid month now.
Yeah.
I'm a solid
Yeah.
month.
You are.
I've hit as of Thursday. That was 30 days.
Oh, did you get a chip?
I had some
Did you-
chips.
did you get your
but
30-day
I didn't-
drunk
I
chip?
didn't- No.
Oh, I've got my 90 day.
Do you have your
Yeah,
90
it's
day?
on my
Okay.
key ring right
Is
now.
it? Is
Oh,
it?
it literally is.
When was the legitimate last day you had 0 alcohol in your system?
I would say probably 5.5 months ago. Maybe.
You had 0
Like,
alcohol.
And the only reason was because I didn't have a lot of money at the time,
You were just poor.
I was poor
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was tired. Like I just slept for like 24 hours.
Okay, that doesn't count.
No, there was
Because-
zero alcohol in my system. It was not a conscious choice.
That was
it
what I'm
was
saying,
just,
is you just slept for 24
I forced
hours.
myself to
You were
do
probably
that.
on some gnarly bender, and you just stayed in bed
No,
for 24 hours.
no, it wasn't even that. Like I just worked like 17 days straight, and I was like, I'm going home and I'm going to sleep, and I did. I slept late in my bed for like 24 hours. I was like,
Wow.
I can go out, but I don't want to. I'm so comfortable.
So, but you've been on kind of a sick one lately.
This is, and to be completely honest about it, this is probably the worst and best bender I've been on in my life. The last 24 hours
Yeah.
have been incredible.
You have not gone to sleep in 24 hours.
I woke up at 3:30 yesterday afternoon,
Okay.
and no, I have not been to sleep.
So 3:30 yesterday afternoon. So you've been awake for 27 hours.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There's also like the idea of just going out and have fun. Like I don't like to go home. Like I don't like to be at my home, whether it's a nice house or a bad house. Like I like to be around people, and if people are doing things, I'm going to be a part of that.
Yeah, but at some point you got to go home.
Well, yeah.
You got to sleep. Like so, last night I saw you.
Mm-hmm.
We were at the bar. We went to another bar, Nunu's.
Yeah.
And then, we're walking home. There was like an after party, and then they didn't want me to go because they didn't know me.
Right.
And you're like,
Yeah.
I'm not leaving you behind. And then I'm
No,
like,
I leave no man. I'm
yeah,
not a
which
dick.
I do appreciate.
I'm not a dick.
I do
Like,
appreciate.
We're friends. Like we're gonna hang out. Like I'm not just gonna jump in a car and be like, "Hey, my friends can't come." Then okay, fine. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna go hang out with my
But
buddies.
at the same time, I do appreciate that. But I was like, well, I'm just gonna go to my girlfriend's house. So sorry.
yeah,
you
and
should have.
that's
So that's what
cool.
I'm saying.
Like
Is you
that's
should
okay.
You should have gotten in that lift because it's like, well, I'm just gonna go to my chick's house.
You forget
so-
there was one other person with us last night.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Chris was there with us.
Fuck, that's right.
So it's like I'm not
Yeah,
just
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
leave
yeah.
people like that. Like I've got some kind of morals.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean, obviously, I don't have any scruples. Like I'll do inordinate amount of drinking and drugs and all that stuff. But like if a buddy's left behind, I'm there for him.
Yeah.
If he wanted to come over to my house and hang out, we would have done
You
that.
did invite me to your house.
I did.
But
I invited both of you.
But I was just like, no, I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
hang out with my chick.
And now, if your chick lived 5 blocks the other way, and we were already walking towards, would you just come to my house, or would you have gone like 5 blocks the other way? Was it a walk of convenience?
No, well, I mean, it's kind of like the after party's never a good idea,
Oh, I know.
especially like when you're in a relationship. It's just kind of like
Yeah.
I should either just A, go home, or B, just go hang out with my chick.
Right.
The after party's almost never a good idea.
If I had a chick, if I had a girlfriend,
Yeah.
I would never have gone anywhere else.
Yeah.
I would have done exactly what you did.
Yeah, that's what I say. 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
I'll just either A, go home, or just go hang out with her.
Well, and if I'm left to my own devices, my moral compass is going south. Like
But-
I'm doing the bad thing all the time.
Well, see, when I was single, I was all about the after party.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I never want to stop drinking. I don't want the party to end.
When you're single.
Yeah, when I'm single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm not single, the party can end, but it's going to be with her.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I actually did, like, after you went to your girl's place, I went home. Like, I was sitting on my bed, and I was like, I had my phone out in my hand, and I, like, texted another friend of mine. I was like, hey, are you guys still having people over? And I heard nothing. Nothing. And then 20 minutes later, I get a text like, yeah, come on over. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do?
So you're home.
I'm at home. I'm
Are you in bed?
bed.
You're in bed.
Oh yeah. Pajamas and everything. Like,
No
I got
way.
dressed again and went out.
And this is like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, and the funniest part about this is like, yeah, I know I made bad decisions. Whatever.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had
yeah,
so much
yeah.
fun. It doesn't matter. Like, it's
Yeah.
not a bad decision. It's just a decision. When I left my house, I had no idea how close this person's house was to me.
Oh, really?
I could have walked there, but what did I was like on, we'll call it P Avenue, but I thought that it was like a mile and a half away.
yeah.
It was literally 2 blocks away. and I pay $6 for a
You
lift
took a lift 2
to
blocks?
take me 2 blocks. Like, I even was like, wait, we're here? Like, this is it? And I've been to this person's house before, only once, but I knew it was close to mine, but I had no idea how close it was to my house.
Yeah.
So, like, I was like, I got out of the lift, and he's like, thanks for the $6 for 3 blocks.
He did not say
Oh,
that.
yeah, he did.
No.
And I was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, don't be sorry. You gave me $6 for nothing. I'm like, no. I was like, they're like, the time that it took me to get my lift and get there, I could have already walked there.
No shit.
Yeah. Oh, I'm categorically a big idiot.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So we kind of skipped over something though. When we're walking, home from New News. We were like we were at the point on University or whatever in 5th, and Chris is going his way because it's like the after party's not happening at this point. I'm gonna go hang out with my chick. You're just gonna go home. So we say goodbye to Chris, and then we see 2 of the Lime Bike fucking scooters.
No, it was the scooter motorbikes.
The scooter motorbikes. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Tim, instead of walking fucking a mile, let's just take these scooters
a quarter of a mile.
Oh, okay. Well, we're thinking about,
we were drunk. So it was like, let's just do the fastest and funnest thing possible.
You add a quarter mile if you're drunk, and you add a quarter mile if you're overweight, which I am both of those things. Or I was both of those things.
I'm grossly underweight, so doesn't that like negate
so that's
that,
the same
like,
thing.
Yeah.
So it was 3/4 of a mile.
Okay.
So, but we see the 2 literally, it's perfect timing. Perfect situation. There's 2 scooters just sitting right there.
It was almost like they were calling our, like it was meant to be. Yeah.
And then I'm like, Tim, do you have the app? Let's just fucking take these scooters. And he's like, I'll download it right now.
And I did. I downloaded it on
it took you
moment.
2 minutes. You put the fucking your
credit card information.
I literally timed you. It took you less than 30 seconds.
I know.
Because you were like,
you
it took me 30
it.
seconds. And I'm like, I'm going to time you.
It was 26 seconds.
Yeah, it was like 26 seconds. So we go to fucking unlock the scooters, and they're out. They're out of order.
I think that's a gross negligent description of that. It was more like, "Fuck you, you can't use these."
Yeah,
it's pretty much they said.
Basically,
like, we went through all of the work to make sure that we had this fun. And I'll tell you what, if those scooters would have worked, our night could have changed dramatically.
Who knows what would have happened?
Who knows?
Because I guarantee you what would have happened is if once we step foot on those
it's
scooters,
it's so fun.
It's so fun. And then I'm like, dude, fuck it. Let's just keep
going.
going. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Let's keep
we
going.
could have ended up in Tijuana.
We could have been
like
TJ,
anywhere.
Banging hookers, looking at a fucking donkey show.
Oh my god!
You know what I
wish I would have done that last night as opposed to what I did.
So we ended up just walking.
Well, yeah, but the greatest part of that is like we acted so petulant towards those things.
Oh my god! I knocked.
We were
them
like
over.
we were so angry at like it was their fault.
Yeah.
Like the inanimate objects.
It was their fault.
And you kicked them.
You know what? Fuck Lime Bike.
Well, fuck Lime Bike. I'm gonna ride one tomorrow.
Yeah,
but yeah, fuck Lime Bike. Yeah. Fuck that. Fuck
yeah.
That was a really freaking interesting turn of events.
Freaking. You know you can.
I know.
You can say curse words if you want.
I know I can say.
It's not.
You know, I censored myself and allow me that.
You know what? You could do whatever you want, but I'm just.
T.I. told me I can do whatever I
want. Okay, so you're in bed. You get the text, and he's like, "Yeah, come on over." It's like probably what 2:30, 2:45 at this point.
Yeah, probably around that.
And then you take a lift 2 blocks.
2 blocks. God, like a derelict. Of course I did. Like, why wouldn't I do that?
Yeah.
Get in there, and there's like 5 or 6 people hanging out, and 3 of them leave, and then it's just 3 of us just rip in lines until noon this afternoon.
Hell yeah.
But we had some really...
This afternoon?
Oh, yeah, I didn't leave there until noon. Like 12 o'clock p.m.
So you were there from like 2:30 till noon?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well... I had to be at another destination. Otherwise, I mean, it could have been longer.
That's right. Yeah, you played Risk. Yeah.
Oh, glorious game of Risk today. The game of global domination. It's fantastic.
So wait. So you hung out at this house for like 9 hours.
I mean, who's counting? But
and you. So you didn't get one wink of sleep.
When I woke up at 3:30 in the afternoon yesterday.
Yes.
I'm still awake since then.
Yeah. That's right.
How do I look?
You look pretty good. You seem a little loopy.
Well, definitely loopy.
Yeah. But you're
I don't know if that's more like drugs or lack of sleep, but it could be a combination.
so you guys are racking lines all night.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah, we're doing them like you eat cupcakes, like it's like nothing. Yeah.
Fun fact. I've never done coke.
I think that you shouldn't. You should not. Nope. It is glorious, and it is like one of the most amazing things you can do. But it's verily like you can just do it all the time now.
Yeah.
Like, and it's expensive.
I know, but
It's not like weed. Like, it's
yeah,
not like that.
But here's the thing: is like I have an extremely addictive personality, so I know I would love it. So that's why
I don't. I think that when it comes to cocaine, I don't think that people get as addicted as you think. Like, it's not like heroin. Like, it's not like you do it once and you're hooked.
Yeah.
Like, you can say no to it. Like, you have to really want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, your body doesn't say, give me more, give me more, give me more. It does while you're doing it.
So it's
the
not
next
like
day,
smoking. It's not like you go an hour
Oh,
or
no.
two and you're like, fuck, I need a cigarette.
Like,
So
if I never did cocaine again, I'd be okay. Like,
You'd be-
it doesn't matter.
So you just went on a sick bender. In
Yeah.
2 days, you're not going to be thinking like, fuck, I want to do a bunch of coke right now.
No, I'm
Like,
thinking I want a cigarette and a Coca-Cola. like that, or like a burrito. Like, that's what I want.
So you don't fiend for it.
No, if it's
No.
there, I'll do it. I've never bought it in
Dude,
my life.
But that's what's crazy is that the older you get, you come to realize that everyone just does it so casually. It's like, oh, there's coke here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done it in 3 years. Fuck it, why not? You know?
Yeah, your legs go numb for a little bit and you feel good.
Yeah. That dude at the bar was having. He did.
But that
coke.
was his first
He
time.
did coke
But
for the first
not with
time.
me. He
not
did
with
not
you.
do it with
Yeah,
me.
it was
He
totally
did not do it with me.
unrelated. Completely unrelated.
Which is kind of ironic, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's he did it for the first time, and
Yeah.
he was like, "All right, I don't like." He got goofy for a little while
he
and like
did,
was
yeah,
talking,
yeah.
and he's like this North Carolina Southerner that can just talk anyway.
I know, dude.
And
I
with
actually I
with
like that guy
oh
a lot.
yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
But he's got that little twang too. That,
Yeah,
like,
I love that, dude.
You might think he's dumb because of the twang, but he's not. A super smart guy.
Yeah, no, he seems cool.
That was noticeably one of the first times I've seen somebody like for their first time doing it,
Yeah.
and it hit him. He did it
Yeah.
like it hit him like 20 minutes after. He was like, "Oh, this isn't doing. Oh, it's doing something to me." Yeah,
I can't feel my legs.
I can't feel it. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
it's a provocative drug.
Yeah.
But I mean, anybody that says they're addicted to cocaine,
Mm-hmm.
well, they probably need to get a hobby.
So
Well, it's a gateway drug. It's like marijuana. Like
yeah.
it's the new marijuana. Like, and everybody does it now. It's as common as marijuana is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the new marijuana. It's the white marijuana.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
brother.
Yeah. It's like it was in the 80s where it's like everybody's doing it. We're doing it because we're rich and we can do it. Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a poor man's drug now. Like,
Well,
it's
it
not-
used to be a rich man's drug.
exclusively.
Yeah,
a rich
yeah.
man's
And
drug.
now it's like a fucking just
Yeah.
everyday recreational. You're
It's like,
you're a waiter and you do coke.
I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna have a beer, or I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna have a line.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
And people do that, and they're very fun. By the way, I'm not recommending everybody to do drugs all the time or anything, but like if you really look at what it is, it's really not a huge deal.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like I feel like I'm 30. I'm 34. I've never done it. Why start now? You know what I
Sure.
mean? It's like
Well, isn't the adage like it's never too late? You know, like it's never too late to go back to college. It's never too late to find your trade.
Yeah.
It's never too late to find the love of your life. It's never too late to find cocaine. Like let's just I'm joking, but but yeah, why?
yeah, exactly. I'm 34. Like,
there's
why would I
no
start doing
need.
coke now?
There's no need.
I haven't done like I said, I have an addictive personality, and I know I would just love it. I had a friend who I literally watched him cock block himself by doing so much coke one night. So we're hanging
Was his
out.
name Charlie Sheen?
No, we're hanging out at this bar, and he's like instantly hits it off with his chick.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like boom, back and forth, having a great time. And I'm like, cool. Oh, they're for sure gonna go home together.
They're hooking up.
They're hooking up for sure.
It's a done deal.
So after the bar, we go to my friend's house, who I know is a giant cokehead, and all of his roommates are
like a
good.
daily user.
And you know what's funny is absolutely. He uses it like coffee.
Yeah.
What's funny is that I love hanging out with cokeheads because I love to talk,
Correct.
and B, I'm usually up till 5 or 6 in the morning, and the only people that I can find that are up till 5 or 6 in the morning are people on coke.
Or like late night bartenders.
Yeah, or late night bartenders.
Well,
but
they
nine
can
times
be
out of,
synonymous.
9
yeah.
times out of 10, late night bartenders do coke a lot. So
God, I need a new profession.
So that's why I actually I find myself hanging out with a bunch of people, even though I've never done it. I
Right.
find myself hanging out with a bunch of people who do it because they love to hang out late, and it's like, oh, it's 6 a.m., sun's coming up, cool, all right, time to go to bed. And I'm like, that's normally when I go to bed, 6
Yeah,
a.m.
of course.
Just because I'm a night owl, I work nights, whatever. But anyway, so back to my story.
Yes.
My friend is getting along with this chick so well. We go to my friend's house after the bar, and he starts like cutting up lines, and he goes
At the bar?
no, at the house.
Oh, at the
so we're
after
at
party.
yeah,
Like
this is after
house.
party.
Yeah,
And we're at the house. My friend, this chick, couple other people go to the bar, go to my friend's house, and they start like cutting up lines, and he goes to my friend, and I've already know he does coke every once in a while, but he goes to my friend, and he's like, hey, do you want a line? He's like, yeah, absolutely, and he just gets fucking fully engulfed in doing coke the entire night.
Oh, yeah, that is exactly what it does.
He completely at this point, like, totally just ignores this chick,
Right.
and he's like, he's just doing, he's racking line after line after line.
Well, you never want to stop.
He probably, he's a fiend, dude. Like, he literally probably did at least 10 lines that night. Big time. Like, is that a lot?
No.
He probably did more though. Like,
But like, and that's the thing, like, was that his first time doing it?
oh hell no.
Oh, hell no. So let
your
me
finish
friend was the cokehead, and the friend that had the girl came over. They're two separate people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my friend who was hitting it off with that chick,
Yeah.
he just starts getting full nosed into coke, just like boom,
Like
boom.
Tony Montana.
Yeah,
like
dude,
just
just
like
line
a
after line.
comical
He even like
amount
looks
of that.
over at her and he's like, "Hey, do you want some?" And she's like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah.
And I'm just watching him blow it. I'm like, dude,
Mm-hmm.
like this chick is like kind of disgusted with you right now. Like he's just sitting at the table where the coke is, waiting.
Nobody else.
Well, no, him and then like two other people who are like big coke
Yeah.
heads. He's just waiting for the next line to get racked. And,
Right.
And I'm like, and I just look over and I'm just like, you blew it, dude.
Like, I don't
Like-
understand people like that.
Well,
I really do not.
So that's what I'm saying is like he cock blocked himself with coke. Like she just took
Yeah.
off. She took off. Actually,
She
with
took-
a different dude.
But and you know what? She
Yeah.
got something, but he got what he wanted.
I guess.
Like if you want to do it, you're going to do it, and you're going to do it all night. Like there's no just doing one line. Like there's none of that.
You can't just do
you,
a quick bump.
You
and be like,
want to
"Cool, all
keep
right,
going,
we're
keep
good."
going. Well, I mean, like if you're like in a bathroom, like just take a little whatever
Little
gummit.
whoop. How you
but
doing?
like
Yeah.
then it's like whatever. Your adrenaline's pumping. You're at the bar. You're jumping. But if you're just sitting in somebody's house with 3 people and just hanging out, and they just keep doing, it's like yeah, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna do that.
And I did do that. Not something always, and I do not recommend it,
Yeah.
obviously. But that's que sera, sera, man. Like
Yeah.
you do what you do, and you move on.
But my friend even told me like the next night. My friend whose house we went to, who
Yeah.
had all the coke, he even told me he's like, hey man, I won't give your friend coke again. Like that was gnarly. Like so he was even saying,
Oh, so the guy was actually like a fiend.
oh dude,
Like,
big time. That's what I'm saying.
Like he was just bumping line.
So my friend
line,
who
line.
is like a regular coke user,
Yeah.
was blown away by his habits. And so he even told me, he's like, hey dude,
Yeah,
he's like,
that's when like that guy has a problem.
yeah. That's what
For
I'm saying.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I could see myself turning into that guy who's just fucking.
I don't know. I do not think you would ever be like that.
But I have a fucking insane addictive personality.
So do I.
dude.
But you have this good responsibility, like you know when to quit something. Like
Sometimes.
you recognize when something's a problem and you can walk away from it. Like I mean booze, like that's not a real drug. Whatever, like that's not a real thing.
I
Like,
mean, yeah, I am 30 days into
Yeah.
drinking, so.
and I've been sober once in the last 3 years. And yeah, kids stay in school.
Yeah.
But like I don't think that you are that guy.
Okay.
I don't think that there would, like if you were to do one line right now, you would want more and more as the night went along, and after you fell asleep and woke up, you'd be like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's it."
Yeah.
Like, it's not that addictive. Like, it's fun and it's cool to do, but like, if you have the mentality where it's like, I don't need to do it anymore, then you don't. Yeah. And I have a super addictive personality. Like, I smoke cigarettes religiously. I drink religiously, and I know when something's a problem outside of drinking, because that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Nobody
yeah.
has a drinking problem.
Yeah.
But like, when it comes to like
Oh,
drugs
dude,
like that,
no.
there is nothing. Like, I can just walk. Like, I don't need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People for sure do have drinking problems, though. You and I don't, even though we do drink excessively and a lot and on a regular basis. But there's a dude. I mean, I've known several. I mean, it's like I've known several guys who can't go to fucking bars in San Diego because they've gotten kicked out of every single one.
Oh yeah, and they're derelicts. Like,
Yeah.
those people that go, they get fucked up and they treat people like shit.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
but so basically, you know, they just get in fights and they just get wasted and fucking end up passing out in an alley. You know, when you're at that level, that's a problem.
Especially when it's 2 in the afternoon and that's happening.
Dude, I saw a guy fucking KO'd like 7 p.m. a couple weeks ago.
Oh, was it me?
No.
No. Okay, good. Okay, good.
He was outside of First on Fifth, I think.
Oh yeah.
And it
Oh.
was the night we went to 278.
Yeah.
Dude, we're just walking by, and the guy, it's 7 p.m.
Yeah.
The sun's still up,
Uh-huh.
or just going down or whatever. And he
yeah.
he is sitting on this like electric box outside of the bar, or you know, something. He's sitting on something, and he's just literally just like
Just falling all over
Dude,
himself.
I'm like, bro, it's 7.
It's 7.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, keep your game tight.
Like, if I can handle what I've done in the last 36 hours,
Yeah.
then you got to be able to handle your
Come
shit by
on.
7 p.m.
That's why you just gotta learn your. And by the way, he wasn't young. He was like
old.
sure. He for sure
Yeah.
was, you know, probably our age or maybe 10 years older. Like, so
That's a vast difference.
so. Well, no. I mean, between 35 to 40.
35 to 40, yeah, in
45,
there,
you
yeah.
know. And which listen, if you don't understand how to control your drinking by the time you're 30 to where you're not passing out 2 hours after you start drinking, you have a problem, or you haven't learned your fucking lesson. Like, I understand
Yeah.
a 22. When I was 22, I would just chug from this bottle, shots all, and then within an hour and a half, you're fucking puking your guts out. You know, you don't understand.
Yeah, because you haven't conditioned your body yet.
Well, you haven't conditioned your body. B, you haven't learned your limits. C, you haven't learned that drinking like a fucking asshole isn't cool.
No, it's not cool.
Yeah.
Like, drinking to show off.
Yeah,
it's
drink
not
like
cool.
chugging
Like,
from a
it's dumb.
bottle.
Like,
That
and we've all
shit's
done it, but, like-
100%. But I'm like, that's some
Yeah.
22-year-old shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's like you're trying to fucking impress everybody. But I'm like, no, dude. Like, take a shot, sip beer. You know, maybe half an hour later, take another shot, to drink a beer, and then once you start getting to that level where you're like, fuck, dude, I'm hitting that. Then just chill out, have a glass of water, maybe drink a light beer for the next hour. It's
Sure.
like you learn how to drink.
Ryan, that's like, I think that's like the romantic comedy of like what people drink, like what you're supposed to think you're supposed to do. But like, in reality, like with me, like, shot and a beer. Once my shot's done, my beer is done. Once my shot's done, my beer is done. Like, I will drink 10 drinks in like an hour and a half. Like, it's because I get to a point where I need to get, and then I'm like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You know, like, and like you and I, like right now, we're having a beer.
Yeah.
We can sit and have a beer because we're doing this. But like, a lot of people sometimes, which is really sad, they're on a mission. And
Yeah.
it's like, I need to
Oh,
get to this
which
level.
I understand,
And
yeah.
I'm not going to stop until I do.
Yeah.
And that's the unfortunate part. Like, when I close bar, like, I go home, I have a glass of wine, I'm like, cool, I'm going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not sitting there getting hammered by myself.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people do, and that's very unfortunate. But
Which
know.
is okay if you do that every once in a while. Something happens and you just want to fucking drink yourself
sure.
stupid every
but
once in a while.
that's our personal decision.
But there's people who do that every fucking
I
night.
know, I don't
Yeah,
understand it.
dude. Who just get retarded
Dude, one of my
fucking
best
4 or 5
friends-
nights a week.
One of my best friends wakes up and starts drinking.
That's something
Like,
I've never done.
And even if like I was that down and out, like waking up, be like, all I want is water because my mouth is parched. Like, I'm
Yeah,
dry,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
dehydrated. Like,
Yeah.
I will chug 2 gallons of water
Yeah.
until I'm going out that night.
Yeah.
I've never had that urge to wake up and drink.
Yeah.
Ever.
Neither have I. If
Not
anything,
once.
it's like, fuck, I need to eat. I need a
Eat,
water.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely. I got to
Yeah.
go to I got to take a shower. Like
yeah.
my first inkling when I wake up has never been, God, I need a drink.
Yeah.
Ever.
Ever.
Not once
Never.
in my entire life.
Literally.
And I'm
And I've
full-blown
tried
alcoholic.
it. I've
but,
tried it. Like
it's gross.
I've had friends who were like, "Fuck hair of the dog." Like, fuck hair of the dog, dude. That shit's not
No,
real. Like,
it is real, but
no, dude.
like when I get up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, or like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I drink all my water and I go to work and I'll be like, man, I feel like shit, and I have one drink. I'm like, cool, I'm done, and I don't
Well-
have to have anything else. That's what hair of the dog is.
Well, here, so I can understand, like, within, if you're super hungover, within 3 hours of being awake, maybe start, have a Bloody Mary or whatever.
Sure.
But people, I literally, like, my friend, we would wake up from a long night of drinking, and we'd wake up, I'd like stay on his couch, and he'd immediately wake up, get out of his room, and grab a fucking beer from the fridge.
There's no chance
And
that's
I'm
ever
like,
happening.
what are you doing, dude?
Like even like the taste of alcohol in the morning
Yeah.
is gross. Absolutely gross.
Yeah,
No thanks.
yeah.
Like I even dated a girl while like she would wake up in the morning and start drinking white wine, and I'm like before work. And I'm like,
What?
I'm like, what? And I wasn't even judging her for that. I was
Yeah.
like, how do you even have a taste for that?
I know.
Like,
how's that
in
even
the mo-
sound
like-
good?
Like it doesn't.
No.
No chance. And maybe I just don't understand true alcoholism, but that is on a whole other level.
Yeah.
Like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I want a Coca-Cola because I want carbonation. Like I fiend that in the morning, and like water
Yeah,
water
yeah.
only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you go, you're doing coke all night with your friends. It hits noon, and then you go to play Risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the natural
Yeah, yeah,
progression
yeah.
of things?
So it's noon, and you're not you don't want to go to sleep. You're not going like, fuck, I should really go home.
No.
You're like, you know what?
No, I had a responsibility.
my friends are getting together to play Risk.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go do that.
I promised somebody I would be there, so I was there.
But it's okay to break promises sometimes.
Well,
Especially when it's
not the ones that are not important.
yeah.
I can seem reliable
Yeah.
when I do that. Yeah.
If it's Risk, you can break a promise
Oh
and play
God,
Risk.
I just love board games. I love them.
So then, so you're doing coke all night, and then you go to play Risk,
Mm-hmm.
and then you continue doing coke.
No,
No.
no.
Oh, I thought.
Oh,
you
not at all.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, absolutely not.
I thought that's what you said
no,
earlier.
no. Like no. When I left at noon, that's done.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
That was all done,
done.
and it was done like 2 hours before that. But
Yeah.
and the weird thing is like his house is like super dark, so when the sun started coming up, and they got this light outside, so it looked like the sun was constantly coming up at like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and I was like, oh, is it like 10 o'clock? And I'd look at my phone and be like, oh, it's fucking 11 a.m. Like thinking it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Nope, it is 11 a.m. And the time flew more because we were having such great conversation.
Yeah.
And for whatever purposes that is, like whatever we were doing, I thought it was great conversation. And we were listening to good music, listening to hip hop and talking hip hop, and we had a very good conversation between like the three. We were talking relationships, we were talking
Yeah.
about everything. And it was actually cool to have that. Like I've never seen that side of those two particular people ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a sentimental side to them. Like they're like, all right, you're here, like we're gonna talk. Like
Yeah.
let's do this. We put on some hip hop music and we just unleash, like talking about relationships that are current and non-current and everything in the past. And it was kind of like, well, why would I want to leave great conversation? And then all of a sudden it's noon. I'm like, oh, I've got to get to Risk.
Oh, I gotta play
Yeah,
Risk.
yeah.
It's noon.
Yeah. Yeah. God, what a timeline. Like, what a life, right?
Dude, so this is so you're like, so me, I would be like, you know what, I should probably go home. I've been up all night.
Well, you're responsible.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I did after I hung out with my chick, and then I got home probably about 5 a.m.
Mhm.
I fucking slept till 3:30 p.m.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was great. I feel really good right now.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it is.
I guarantee I feel better than
No
you.
way.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
For sure. There's no
way.
doubt.
No.
I mean, my eyes are tired, but I'm king of the castle.
Yeah.
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 Hell yeah. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. I've never done
Like,
coke, so I don't know what it feels like.
Well, man.
Are you gonna try
I-
to do some later tonight to keep,
Absolutely not.
keep the party going?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
No chance. I don't want to.
So what if I had a little baggie and you're like,
Well,
what if I cut some up
have
right
fun.
now? So if I racked a line right now, you would
I'd be
take
like,
it.
and you would lose
You would-
$60.
You would blow it in my eyes.
You would lose it. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't care to do it. Like, I'm not. I don't want
100%
to.
don't
I don't
believe
want
that if I cut a line up right now for you,
All right.
you would 100% you would do it right now.
I would not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. There's no chance
Okay.
because I don't want to. If I wanted to, I would.
Yeah, you got to keep that party going, brother.
Do I?
Yes.
I'm gonna have some fucked up dreams tonight. I guarantee it.
Do you get gnarly coke dreams?
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. That's
I
what
know,
was
you just
asking
made
you.
it up.
Yeah.
There's no such thing. Yeah.
No, my first girlfriend had an unlimited supply to Xanax, and we would just like pop a Z-bar, drink a couple beers, and just get retarded. Just literally just zombied out. Just.
Why would you ever just want to be zombied out?
I love downers, dude.
Really?
That's why I can.
Oh, you should definitely try liquid codeine.
I should never do
Yeah,
that.
you
No,
should.
No.
If you love
No.
downers, you should
I
try
love
that.
downers so much.
That's why.
That's
like,
why-
when I had my stomach surgery, I got one little I had a pint of it, and I would take one little sip, like a teaspoon of it, and my whole body would feel great. And
Dude.
the moment that happened, I was like, I can never take this again.
Yeah, yeah.
Ever.
So we would just do a bunch of fucking like Vicodin and Xanax and shit. Drink a couple beers, and which you should not do. You should not take Vicodin.
What?
and
9
Xanax.
out of 10 doctors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna trust.
But
that
there's
one
always
guy.
one.
There's
Yeah.
that one guy.
There's always
He's
one.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's
fine.
good. It's good.
fine.
Come to me when you're dying.
So
I don't know why we just made him Jewish all of a sudden. Oh, come to me when you're dying,
oh,
kid.
son, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
So we would just get fucked up on Xanax all the time, and it was awesome.
Really?
And then this was only about 3 months. We dated for 3. It was a really quick relationship.
Mm-hmm.
My first relationship. We met within a month. We're living together. 2 months.
Ooh.
2 months later, I moved out.
Oh, you went through
It
all
was
stages
a whirlwind.
in 3 months that most people go through in like 40 years.
Exactly. So in
If you had a kid, he'd be like 45
oh
right
my
now if they were
God.
to
I'm not
move as
that
fast
old.
as you guys
yeah,
did.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In context.
So that was my first serious relationship. I was 20. I started
3 months.
I started late, but
Serious
I got
relationship, 3
I got
months.
a crash course into
Yeah.
fucked up relationships.
Oh, dude,
Immediately.
I know.
Yeah.
My very first girlfriend and girl I lost my virginity to, I was in love with because, I mean, she was hot and I was young and I was going to the Navy. Like, I came back from a deployment and I was like, I'm going to ask her to marry me. And they're like, she actually slept with like 6 different dudes. I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
Oh, well, good. And I was devastated.
Wow.
Like, because I'd never been in a relationship before. So it was like, this girl actually likes me and sleeps with me.
Yeah.
And she's good looking. Like, cool. I guess that means I have to marry her. Like, that was my
No.
mental process.
How old were you?
Oh, like 19.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Young.
You know what's
Young.
so funny is that like you're an adult when you're 18, but dude, you're straight up just retarded until you're about 29.
Am I an adult at 34?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we both still act like children,
Right.
all the time.
And I'm going to.
Yeah, 100%. I'll be like that till I'm 80. But at the same time, it's like just the way you look at the world and the way.
Oh, sure.
The lack of responsibility, like
I know.
it's just
I
kind of
loved
like
it. I wish I had that lack of responsibility.
dude,
I
I'm
do.
so glad that I'm fucking out of my 20s, to be honest.
Well, 30 was the best year of my life.
Yeah. My
Mm-hmm.
30s have literally been the best decade of my life.
Well, and you're only, 4 years into it.
Yeah, I know. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I know.
So, I mean, literally, and it's like when I was 20 to 25, I was so depressed, didn't know who I was, like fucking nothing made sense. I didn't know
Yeah.
what I wanted to do in my life. And then about 28, 29 is when I kind of figured out like a career path. And then I got a good job when I was like 28, 29. And then just,
Yeah.
and it just kind of steamrolled into like where I'm at now.
And that's when you heard the ghost of television past calling your name.
Yeah, exactly.
K-U-S-I.
K-U-S-I.
U-S-I.
Yeah.
So was that like in your early to mid 20s, like when you said like you're depressed and like all this stuff, like you didn't know who you were, how do you feel as a person? Like if you could go back immediately right now and talk to 25-year-old Ryan, what would be your first instinct to tell that kid?
I would tell them to like it's gonna get better. That's literally all I would tell myself. It's like, hey, stick it out. It's gonna get better.
Isn't that what like a stepdad says to like a stepson? Like, it's gonna get better, kid, and now I have no responsibilities for you.
Well, I mean, it's just I feel like bad for anyone who's like commits suicide or anything like that. It's just like, dude, no matter how bad your life gets, it's gonna get better. Even if you're at the lowest of your low,
Or it's just going to continue. Like you can make it better.
you can make it better. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's just kind of like, you know, I don't know what I would tell myself. I would just
No?
I would probably say like, you know, hey, remember those like two chicks that you were hanging out with that one night? By the way, you could have for sure had a three-way.
Yeah. Go
you
do
fucked that up.
Go do that.
You fucked that up.
See, that's kind of close to what I would tell my like insecure. Well, I mean, I'm still insecure, but like my really insecure, like 21, 22-year-old
Yeah.
self. First off, I'd punch him in the goddamn mouth, and I would tell him to shut up and stop talking so much.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, "Hey, you see that girl? Yeah, she's gonna cheat on you, and she's gonna cheat on you. Like, do not meet these people
yeah.
and grow up. Like, take care of yourself and move on."
You know what though? I look at like my last serious relationship that was 4 years ago. We dated for like a year and a half. Ended very, very badly. However, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't. She was the one that pushed me to like get into you know the career that I'm in now. She really helped me get my life together. And even though like I'm pretty sure she cheated on me, like I'm almost certain at the end, and we ended horribly and we never talk again. There's a part of me that's still grateful for the time we spent together because she really helped me get my shit
She
together.
gave you value. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
She has value to you, and she enhanced your life.
Yeah, she 100% enhanced my life, even though
Yeah.
it ended so badly. She really, like, I would not be the same person if it wasn't without her, you know.
Oh, sure. And that I completely understand. There are girls that I've dated that I know I'm better for them being in my life than not.
Yeah.
But still, there's like, fuck you for doing that. Like, there's
Yeah.
still that kind of like emotion towards it's like, why did you do that? Like, why? And never got any answers from any of them at all.
But, I mean, if you can walk away from a relationship, even if it ended really poorly, and you can say that you got something positive out of it, even if there was a lot of negative, I think it's worth it.
Oh, and I completely agree with that. Absolutely. Like, even my current ex, like, there is nobody in the world that I have loved more in my life that I'm not related to, like family or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, she enabled me to love again.
Yeah.
Like, which I thought I was done with it. But, you know, we ended, and that's that. And that's okay. We grow, and we find ways to move on and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, would you go back in time and tell yourself not to date her?
No, I would go back in time and tell myself not to be an idiot. Like, not to be so jealous or not to jump to conclusions or not to, like, with her, only her, that's it.
Yeah.
If I could do that, we would still be together to this
Really?
day. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude, jealousy's a motherfucker.
It's a motherfucker.
Yeah, it really
I know.
is.
And you can't help it.
You can't.
I mean,
You can't.
I'm jealous of somebody right now that I have no right to be.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I like a person and she likes somebody else and I'm jealous of that person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how not to be,
Yeah.
which is weird.
But you know what? I think everybody gets jealous.
Of
As
course.
much and you meet those people that are like, oh, fucking jealousy, whatever, dude. Like that's bullshit. Like don't. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
You're putting on a
Yeah.
front. You're just
Yes.
as jealous as everybody
You
else.
are lying,
If-
not only to us, but to yourself.
If you fucking see your chick talking to some dude from across the bar, and you're like,
You're gonna be like,
who the
who
fuck
the-
is that guy?
Exactly right.
And if you're a chick and you see your dude talking to a fucking chick from across the bar, you're gonna be like, who the fuck is that
Yep.
chick?
Yeah.
and then same
Whether you say it or not.
no,
it
whether you
doesn't
say it
matter.
or not,
And
it's
no matter
gonna
how
go
cool
through your
you are
head,
or whatever, like,
and at some point,
it's gonna be there.
and then you see him commenting on Facebook, and you see him fucking maybe texting. It's gonna go through your head like, who, what's going on here?
And I guess you have to ask that question.
I don't, but I mean, part of me, but 9 times out of 10, it's usually probably just harmless conversation.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? And that's
I don't know. I don't agree with that. Like, if a man is talking to a woman, if two attractive people are talking to each other and they have significant others, like, you're talking to that person with intent. There's intent there. Like, if you're in a relationship, you don't need to talk to other. Like me, like, I do not talk to other women when I'm in a relationship.
at all?
Like prior, like, I mean, I'll say, hey, how you doing? Whatever, we can talk.
Or you're just
But,
at
like,
a bar, or you're just
yeah,
chatting.
at a bar and chatting, but like, I'm never gonna be like up close and personal with a person.
I will
at all.
That's what
ever.
I will never like. I don't have like friends that are girl. I mean, I have like acquaintances that we meet at a bar, we'll hang out, whatever. If I see him, it's cool. We'll kick it. But I don't have like now that I'm in a relationship, I don't have chicks that I'm just like, let's grab lunch, like fucking
No.
blah blah.
No.
That's not a thing
At all.
because the only
Nope.
time I'm like, I mean, like point blank, it's like guys are just trying to fuck.
And so are women.
Yeah.
This is the point in the conversation where, like, if somebody's coming to be like, well, you're just insecure with stuff, like, no, bitch, like, that's a real thing. If I'm talking to a girl and I have intent, like, I'm trying to get with this girl or like get a number and maybe down the road, like we scheme, we do that.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
in a relationship, I don't even put myself in that situation. I'm like, nope, I respect my girlfriend so much that I am not going to engage in flirting or anything like that. I'm not that guy. I will not do it. And even like if like your girl was to like call me and be like, hey, you want to go grab it? I'd be like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you know, I respect you and I respect her a lot,
yeah.
but like people have been like, yeah, just take my girlfriend's number. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
That's not
weird,
because who knows? Like, I could get drunk and like text her, and you be in a fight, and then something could happen. Like, I do not put myself in situations
but
like that at all.
I think that women can have platonic relationships with men.
I don't think so.
I think women can
Nope.
have no intentions and just, oh, this guy's funny, he's cool, like we're just hanging out.
Nope.
And not want to. I see. Well, okay. Well, I don't think guys can, but I think women can.
How
many times have you been friend zoned in your life?
Well, a bunch.
That's what I'm saying. So that's a woman who wants to platonically hang out with you, who has no intentions
But I have
whatsoever,
intention.
just to be. No. So listen to me. The woman has no intentions. She's like, this guy's really cool. He's nice to me. He's funny. She has no intentions to fuck. However, you do.
Yeah.
So I'm saying the only time I've ever hung out with a chick is if I'm interested in her. 100%.
I don't like that. That's
100%.
Like, I have like my best friends that I grew up with that are girls, and they're whatever. Like, those are friends that I've had for a long, like, 10,
if it's
15
a family
years.
friend or
but like,
someone you know forever. Yeah.
if there is never a safe situation, like even like you say, like platonic relationship, like that's not a thing.
That's not.
It's not. So like, if even what you're saying, like if I'm out with a girl that's a friend and she's got a boyfriend or whatever, and we're hanging out, then cool. It might not happen today, but you're planting a seed. You're giving somebody an insight into who you are, and you're being vulnerable to them, and that's okay. And she's doing the same thing. So that is saying, like, okay, we're friends. Well, yeah, but what does that mean? Like, I'm not. It could be one night we're just hanging out at the house, and then we're drinking, and something happens. How many times have you heard, like, oh, I don't know, it just happened?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's where it stems from.
Yeah.
I will not put myself in that situation.
And that's why when you're in a relationship, you should not go to after parties because stuff just happens.
True that.
At
Absolutely.
parties.
I completely agree.
That's what I'm saying. But
it doesn't happen when it's all dudes.
yeah, actually, the last after party that I went to when I was since I've been dating this furniture, it was like
it's all dudes.
All dudes and like one chick, and
Yeah.
she was on this other dude's nuts the whole
Yes.
time. So it wasn't even like
Yes.
nothing. But yeah, it was
Right.
all guys.
Yeah. How many
Yeah.
times have you been to my house late night and it's just me, you, and like a friend sitting on the back porch, just hanging out, chilling?
100%.
Yeah.
But it's good. I like that. Just kind of
Oh no, I love that. It's one of my favorite things.
yeah. But yeah, I think it's like I said, like I can platonically hang out with a woman at a bar, and just kind of hang,
Sure.
kick it, whatever. We're just
But you're not going out to lunch the next day.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying is the difference is you're in this common space, whatever. You're occupying the same space. Cool. We're all here to have a good time, get drunk.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not taking anyone out to fucking dinner. I'm not taking
Right.
them for lunch. We're not
It's
going.
like, oh, we're not going
hiking.
yoga class
Yeah,
or whatever.
that's
like,
why, like,
no chance.
Any
Zero
girlfriend,
time.
I've ever had who's like, oh, my friend fucking Bobby is.
Well, they can move the hell on.
We're fucking. We're gonna. He told me about this cool lunch spot. Like, well, I'm like, he's trying to fuck you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No. We've
Absolutely,
been
yeah.
good friends. Like,
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah, we're
no.
just friends. Yeah. That's how every conversation
Yeah,
starts.
exactly.
And you know what? I'll tell you what, if I go out to a lunch with a girl that has a boyfriend, I'm going to win her over. I guarantee.
Yeah.
Or at least, like, if we have a good time, she's going to go home and, like, be like, well, what about this guy? Like, what about, like, you're going to start questioning no matter what. So it's like, why even put yourself in that situation?
Exactly. Don't put yourself in that situation, and that's why.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I will literally, like, I'll never have any chick over to my place except my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll like rarely will now go to after parties or like unless I'm with my chick, because like you just don't put yourself in that situation,
Right?
Because if you're fucking wasted, who knows? Who knows?
And to those people that are sober and don't drink and like don't are on their high horse that are going to say like, well, you should just like be more responsible. Like you can do that kind of thing and hang out and not
but
have
if you're
any.
fucking
No,
10
you cannot.
If you're 10 shots deep,
Even if you're sober, you cannot.
yeah, exactly.
You
It's fucking
cannot.
hormones. It's natural.
It is.
Yeah.
It's exactly right.
Yeah.
Like it's
like-
our bodies. Like we're attracted to people, so we go after that. And when somebody's attracted to like me or you, and it's a woman, it's like, well, if we're gonna sit in this space together and we start getting personal, I start getting to know about you and all that stuff, like, and you're getting to know about me, like, I might make a move.
Mm-hmm.
I probably will. And even if it's not today, it might be a month from now or whatever. Like, if we're going to hang out on a daily basis, it's the start and end of a relationship
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah. So bottom line, if you're in a relationship, don't put yourself in those situations.
Right.
That's it.
Girls, don't be dicks. Guys, don't be assholes.
But at the same time, I still think that a woman can have have no intentions and just be like, oh, this guy's really cool, like he's funny, and just actually really just want to hang out.
So
with
if your
him.
girl came home and was like, hey, I met this really cool guy, I'm going out with him tomorrow night, lunch, you'd be cool with it?
Hell no.
Hell no.
No.
Point taken.
Because I know the guy's trying to fuck.
Exactly right.
But she, in her mind, I can probably say like, oh no, he's just a buddy, like, he's cool.
Yeah.
Like I really wouldn't think that she has any other intentions except for just hanging out with somebody who's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that in his mind, he has ulterior
And even if he
motives.
doesn't, it doesn't matter because the dynamic's already changed. Like the actual dynamic between you and your girlfriend, like my ex would like go out with her guy friends, which met before me. Like we had a rule, like no new people in. Like not like we had old friends, no new. Like you're not going out and meeting guys getting their numbers. I'm not going out and meeting girls getting their numbers. Anything. But like old friends are old friends. But this guy just took her out to lunch like 3 days a week.
No,
And,
what?
Like he was putting work in, and I'm like, you do realize like he's in love with you, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I know.
Whoa.
And she's like, I
But
don't
she's like,
have
free
feelings for-"
lunch, dude.
She's like, no. She's like, I don't have feelings for him like that. I just like hanging out. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, 7 months later, they're together.
No. Yeah, he's putting work
Not my
in, dude.
past ex, but the one before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7 months later, they're together.
He's putting work in, dude.
Yeah.
But how do you tell your significant other like, hey, you can't hang out with this person?
You don't.
Yeah, you can't tell them that.
You don't.
Because like because there's a certain like
Then it just pushes them towards.
yeah,
it.
they're just pushing them towards it, and like I don't ever want to tell anyone I'm in a relationship what to do. Like I don't want to set rules and say, hey, you can and
they're-
can't do this.
No, and if you're
But-
with somebody, then they respect you, and they wouldn't do that anyway.
Yeah, but in their mind, they might just be, oh, he's fun, he's whatever. But it's just like no, like
No.
I know guys, I'm a guy.
Yeah.
Like I know what he's doing
No
because
chance.
I've done it.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I've been on
Yeah.
the receiving end of that, and I've been on the giving end of
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah.
Like, I know what I'm doing.
I see it and I'm like, oh, I know that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And I stopped doing that.
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
for
I
sure.
don't like, if you have a boyfriend, I am never, ever going to talk to you outside or away from that person ever again.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I will not.
I rarely will become friends with my friend's girlfriend.
There are 4 billion people in this world. I don't need to be friends with you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Also, it's like, why would you waste time talking to? If you're single, why would you waste time talking to somebody who's in a relationship? It's like, go try to talk to somebody that you can actually maybe be in a relationship with yourself or hook up with.
That is the thing too. Like, even just last Saturday, like when we were, or not, was it? Last Saturday. We were over at CJ's, and I was talking to this girl. We were dancing, and we had a great time. Like, we were talking all night. We were talking wine, which you know I love, and we were dancing. I was teaching her how to swing and all this stuff, and she was teaching me how to two-step. And so we had a great. We were sitting there, and then at the end of the night, she's like, "I'm like, hey, you want to come back to my place, like hang out, have a nightcap?"
Made
She's
the
like,
move.
"Oh, I have a boyfriend."
Oh.
3 hours of us hanging out, getting to know each other intimately. Like, we were close dancing. Like,
Yeah.
if I were her boyfriend, I'd be fucking
Pissed.
Like, not only because she was with me, but like, she didn't say it in the beginning. Like,
See,
if she would have said,
yeah.
"Oh, I have a boyfriend," I'd be like, "Cool,
cool, right
we're
on."
not going to dance. We're
Yeah,
not going to get close."
exactly.
We're like, "Cool, like we can joke around, whatever." But like, we
Yeah.
would not have gotten as intimate as we did.
And if you're in a relationship, it's your responsibility to do the right thing. And if
Correct.
no matter if you're a guy or a girl, if somebody starts talking to you within the first 5 minutes, you have to drop the line. Oh, my girlfriend likes this. Oh, my boyfriend does
likes
this.
it. Right.
Oh,
You can
blah, blah, blah.
subtly drop it,
You
and
subtly
most
drop
people
it.
do that.
Yeah,
Most
exactly.
people
And that's
do.
what
Yeah.
someone starts talking about the restaurant or whatever, or some
Yeah.
band. You'd be like, "Oh, that's my boyfriend's favorite band."
Yeah.
Or that's whatever.
Whatever it
It's
is,
your responsibility
like-
within the first 5 minutes
Yeah.
to communicate that to them. Like, hey, we can talk, we can hang out, but I'm letting you know I'm in a relationship
I'm
with somebody.
in a relationship
so if you
with
have
somebody.
ulterior motives,
Get the hell on.
Yeah,
Like, move on.
Move on.
Yeah.
But we can't, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. If you're in a relationship, you
Right.
have, within 5 minutes, drop that line. Because, to be honest, you're
Absolutely
kind of a
right.
fucking asshole to your significant other.
To your
And
boyfriend.
your significant,
And to me.
your significant other
Yeah.
and the person who's trying to hit on you.
Correct.
Because they just wasted the entire night on you.
Well, and not
And
even
then
that.
also
Like,
you-
it's more like you're giving yourself up to somebody. Like, you're being voted. Like, you are talking about things. You're getting personal.
Yeah.
So it's also like the relaying of information too. Like, she already knows me intimately. Like, she knows who I am. She knows what my family was, like what I like and what I don't like and all that stuff. Like, I don't need you to know all that stuff unless
Yeah.
you're willing to what. And even if you don't have a boyfriend, like, and we're talking all night, we're still relaying information back and forth.
Yeah.
So you're going to communicate. But if you have a boyfriend, god damn it, just say it.
I know.
Like, and
Fu-
and you know what the sad part about it is like, I was super excited
No.
to talk to this person.
Yeah.
Like, we reciprocated things. That doesn't happen for me often, but when it does, like, I'm about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm putting effort in. Just say you got a boyfriend. Even be like, "Look, bitch, I got a boyfriend."
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Yeah, exactly. No, you don't have to be rude, but just casually mention it. Just like, I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend, whatever. Like, I feel like that's your duty. You should make that known.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you should be, if you're in a relationship, you should be proud of that relationship.
absolutely. And if you're not, break up.
Yes.
If you're not proud to tell somebody, I have a girlfriend,
boyfriend,
I
or
have a boyfriend,
girlfriend. Yeah.
then get out of that relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
100%.
beginning of the end anyway. Like, if you're just comfortable with whatever, you might love them, but like, if you're willing to do that, then
Yeah, if you're
not,
gonna dance with some stranger
like,
for
and
3 hours,
intimately, yeah,
share
close,
secrets,
face to
talk
face,
to
like
each
that.
other for 3
yeah.
hours, and then you're gonna go home for your fucking significant other, fuck off. Like,
Yeah.
you should not be
Yep.
dating that person.
Yep,
That sucks.
I know.
Yeah.
And even, and not to be kind, but like, she was probably thinking about me at some point in the next day or two. Like, wow, I had a really great time with that guy.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
had a really great time with that guy. Next to her boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's rude, it's ignorant, and it's mean.
Yeah.
And guys, same thing. Don't
Oh,
do
yeah.
that to your girlfriend.
Yeah,
It's
100%. That's what
like,
I'm saying.
that's
It's
horrible.
for both
Do
sexes.
not do
yeah,
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I got to pee really bad,
Likewise.
and I also want to continue drinking. We're out of beer, so.
Well, you're out of beer.
And
I've got half a beer.
You seriously?
Yeah.
Holy shit! No, I'm good. I don't share drinks.
You don't share
yeah,
drinks?
Not really.
How did you build your immune system?
Yeah, well, it's not built
By
very well.
not. you got to take germs to get germs. Yeah.
All right, so
Are we
let's
pausing
wrap
this?
No, let's wrap this up.
Oh, we're wrapping it
Yeah,
up.
we hit an hour, so we.
Oh, are we at an hour already?
Yeah, it's
cool.
already an hour. Yeah.
All right.
So cool. So this is the end of episode 2.
Episode 2.
Backyard. Hang.
Backyard
Is that what we're
Hang.
for sure calling?
Featuring Timothy Matthew Burkowski and
Ryan Patrick.
middle name. Come on, use your name.
That's my name.
Oh yeah, Towery.
Shh. I have to bleep that out. I want people to know.
Okay, no, it's definitely not Towery
Yes.
at all.
Okay.
No,
Now I
it's
have to bleep-
Towny. It's Towny.
Now I have to bleep all of that out.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep talking, so you have to bleep
Yeah.
out.
Okay. All right. We're done.
All right.
We're
All
done.
right, we're done.
Okay. Bye.
Boom.
Thank you for listening to Backyard Hang.